we're here with Aaron at APEX AUTOWERKS. Just literally driving by. It looks like there's some really cool cars outside. Got some Porsches. There's an Audi around the corner looking nice. There's some really good stuff in the workshop, so Aaron's going to show us around. And we'll have a quick look at the customer cars down the side that are getting worked on in the future, and then we'll head into the workshop. Show us around. Best car here.
Yeah, rental.
Rental.
Of course, you come to America, you have to get the biggest SUV.
We see so many X5s, Cayennes, Range Rover, Land Rover. Do you know what I mean? So,
this car right here is a customer of ours. We're actually selling it. It's a very special RS6. I know you guys got the RS6 wagons.
Yeah.
Yep.
We only got this car for 1 year, 2003.
Did you? Wow.
That's it. So it's the 2003 RS6. It'll be going up on Bring a Trailer in a couple of weeks. But it's fairly low mileage. Absolutely gorgeous. Such a fun thing to drive.
yep.
Did you get the estate? So
No, they don't
No,
get it
just
like
this.
Just the sedan.
For 1 year.
1 year.
Wow.
Yeah, see, we don't get the fancy stuff. We don't get the cool stuff. You guys do.
Not the market. Oh, that's
And
nice.
this one's actually pretty cool.
That's nice.
This one, I'm probably going to get the year wrong on it, but I want to say it's a 76. 76 911 Targa. Supposedly it's a special edition one because I believe it has a 3-liter engine.
Very nice.
So it's got the really gorgeous brown color. We have to go through, she bought it not too long ago and we're going through it kind of mechanically and just making it right so she can drive it.
Yeah. Got some old school speakers in the back there.
Some old school speakers, yeah. Those cars are very old.
Put a hole in the boot.
That dates the car, doesn't it?
That
Really?
was the 70s.
That's it. That's what everyone did.
What were these cars? I mean, they weren't worth that much
No.
in the 80s.
No.
So you got these nice hi-fi systems, and you just said, "That's screw it. We'll just cut a hole in the back."
Yeah. What's this one here?
997 cab, in for just some routine maintenance, oil change, brake fluid flush.
Yeah. That's a nice looking car actually.
Very nice, very clean.
For something not crazy.
Long-time customer, so
It's nice.
been to us for a while. This one's another car for sale, BMW 6 Series Shark.
That's very nice.
Fixing it up. Got original owner. Had it for, he bought it brand new. I think it has 30,000 miles on it. And we're just going through because he doesn't drive it.
Yeah.
So it just sits, and now he's finally like, you know what, it's time I'm going to sell it. So we're going
How much would some of that be worth in this
What's the
company?
market like? I was going to say, what is the
How
market
much
for?
one of these would be worth? 18 to 20 in really good condition.
That's probably similar, isn't
Similar
it?
market, similar
probably
price,
similar
like
to
for a
UK.
3.5, yeah.
The 635, yeah.
Yeah.
That is.
So
I don't
that's-
know whether it would be crazy money
Nah,
going
not
here,
too-
but
not
actually it's
too
very
bad.
similar.
Looks good, though,
And then
doesn't
really
it?
our bread and butter is stuff like that, which is 996 GT3. We do race preparation, race setups. So this is customer's car, so he's got it set up on wheels, Hoosiers, full, I believe that's a Porsche roll bar in there that we got,
Yeah,
Porsche
nice.
bucket seats, classic 996, harnesses. That's a track car. You can see all the stickers on it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all it's used, and now we have to do a rear main seal.
Oh,
That's quite common, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
We do a few of them.
Yeah.
Quite common.
Yep. Hence why it's gonna
Back
get
of the
in
lane.
eventually.
And then up through here. Oh, what's this?
Oh, do you really want to?
What's that? Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
no!
not the Tarzan cars.
This is the jungle where
Cars go to die.
no, not where our cars go to die. This is where our cars go to hang out. Yeah, there's
For life. What is it?
yeah. So the co-owners, John and George, these are all their cars that have just seen. They're kind of taking a rest.
A long rest.
Long rest.
What is it?
That's a Mitsubishi Evo.
Oh, Evo,
Oh, yeah.
There's an Evo in there. There's a
Is that Evo
BMW.
10?
What?
Is that Evo 10, that one?
As an Evo 10, I believe. Yes, the Evo 9.
Nice. And these plants around
They're
here,
usually not there. They're usually we got to
they
cut them
just here
down.
for storage.
Yeah. There's an M5 back there too. Miata
M5 is a V10 or?
V8.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
E39 and M5. Yeah, then we go into that side of the shop.
Perfect. That's probably the smoothest car I've seen so far.
That's nice, RS6 without the saloon.
It's nice to hear that coming from you guys.
That's really, really nice.
Considering that is a much more common vehicle over in England and Europe.
It is, but that particular shape is not as common now because
They all died.
they all died.
They've all been slaughtered.
So they're getting like, the prices did come right down to about £8,000, but now they'll be going up to 15, 16 now.
Yep.
How much is that here?
20 to 25 grand.
Yeah.
Not much in it, is it?
It's the estate car was. I love that.
Well, if you have the stage one here, 50, 60.
Yeah.
We seem to get more states, so don't
We do get more states.
Much
I
more.
gotta call you and ship one over.
Yeah. Just change the dash.
That's good. Just leave it.
Uh-huh.
Right-hand drive. People will love it.
Well, it's clear now about importing stuff, isn't it? All that stuff.
Yeah. I actually used to work in importing, so I know that whole
Nightmare.
realm. Yes.
Working shop.
Working shop. Yeah.
What's this one first? Looks like it's a bit of battle damage.
Track car. Yeah. I mean, we drive the car on the track, clean it up, and give this full entire build. I believe this one is, I think it's still stock suspension. It's got some nice Titan 7 wheels, full seats, O&P, roll
Nice.
bar, harnesses, manual. It's 2016 GT4. This one came in for a rear axle.
But has it hit something?
Bent off.
No, we just drove the crap out of the car.
Oh, right.
Good.
Got it back up and running. Classic Cayenne turbo. Being worked on currently. And then, we got stuff like Cayman. We've done full, once again, another full track build. Customer wanted.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't expect it, but
I know you wouldn't know.
same type of thing. Titan 7 wheels.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I like it.
Buckets. You did the centers, so you got the
Oh,
tartan
yeah, the
centers
tartan.
on the inside.
Did you just get those done over here, the centers?
I think the customer had that done.
Nice.
There's a couple places around in the US. I think out in California does those.
That'd be unsuspecting car. That it looks factory, but actually when you come to the site, you see the wheels and you think,
I mean, that's kind of like what we like to do. Is we like the cars that are
understated.
subtle,
Yeah,
understated.
Sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
And then of course we got stuff like what we
I
love.
saw that, yeah.
Our
Heard it.
GT3 RS getting in alignment. That's one of our specialties is alignments. So we engineer and try to get the we engineer suspension. So you tell us exactly what you're going to be using the car for, exactly like what tires you want to use, how much experience you have, and we'll figure out the setup depending on the car, depending on what the track, and we'll figure out spring rates, valving, and everything down to exactly what you need. And then we'll dial it in for whatever track you're going to, for whatever event that you're doing.
Would you go to the track with them or not?
Yeah, we can go to the track with them occasionally. That's kind of the goal, is to be able to have trackside support.
Definitely, yeah.
There's a lot of money in that. That's
Yep.
good business.
That's a really good business.
Both myself and John, one of the co-owners, were track instructors.
Oh, right.
So we're able to go on track and teach you how to drive on track, what the process is.
And where's the nearest track to here then?
Nearest track to
That you use regularly, so.
New Jersey Motorsports Park
All right.
is about 2.5 hours drive south. Yeah, and then you got Pocono, which I think is about 2 hours west. Lime Rock, which is about an hour and a half north, and then
Great
Watkins
going.
Glen, which is 4 hours north.
Watkins, that's the one I was
Watkins
thinking
Glen,
of,
yeah.
New York State though, isn't it?
Yep,
What-
New York State. Watkins Glen.
It's quite a drive.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a drive, yeah, but
Worth it.
I mean, there are a lot of people who are in the New York metro area that maybe they work in the city, they might have a house out here in Jersey, and then we're here working on their car, because they leave their car here, not necessarily in the city.
Yeah.
And those are the top tracks in this metro area.
So you've got to go there.
So that's where you go, unless you're flying the car out to Laguna Seca or something. But
There's a lot of people, there's companies in the UK And basically, they'll prep your car. Excuse me.
Yeah.
They'll keep your car for you in storage. They'll have like a big Arctic truck, like a
tractor trailer to you.
semi or whatever you call it, yeah. And they'll put it in there, take it to the track for you.
Yeah.
Obviously, whatever happens, they'll look after you there, put it back in the truck, and bring it back, and you just turn up in your own car, like your
I mean, that's the
your
dream.
road car.
Isn't it just?
But there's a lot of companies do it.
Yeah.
In the UK, there's a lot.
Do you think the north is more affluent than the south in America? Do you think that New York, this area, has more money to spend on that kind of stuff?
It's tough to say.
I mean, when we look around, we look at some of the stores and we look at what's being sold and some of the cars you see around. So this is obviously a fairly affluent area
It's
of
a
the
fairly
country.
affluent area, but the cost of living is also fairly high.
Huge,
Yeah.
huge.
So if you move that down south, the cost of living is a lot cheaper. So you'll see that, but it probably doesn't look as affluent.
Yeah.
So
But
the overall
you can make more money living in a different area. Same thing with California is
taxes and everything.
the cost of living is higher, but you still see cars like this.
Yeah.
Something like that.
There's always a big gap, isn't there? Like there's people with a lot less than there's people who've got like 2 of these, and
Yeah, you never know what's hiding in someone's garage.
No,
Neighbor,
you
yeah.
don't.
You can pass a lot of garages and unsuspecting and open the door. And, what?
Yeah.
Which is cool. I like that.
I get that all the time.
I'm just looking at the alignment system there.
Yeah, Hunter alignment system.
It's a Honda, is it?
Yeah. It's just the storage.
No,
It's just a storage shed.
That's
isn't
actually
it?
John, one of the owner's cars.
Oh,
That's
right.
kind of our test bed.
Oh, okay.
When we were talking about how that came in as the subtle,
Yeah.
like track beast. That's the track beast. Everything that we try to figure out in terms of engineering wise regarding suspension and setup is tested on that one.
Test it on our first, prove it, and then get it to the customer.
Well, we don't test the suspension and stuff on the we
Oh, right,
like,
sorry. That's it, the build dummy.
That's
Like,
like
you build everything onto that.
yeah, we kind of like figure out and we
Settings
test-
in.
Yeah, like a jig.
Yeah, kind of. But regarding each particular customer is going to have different needs. So each suspension is going to be
Yeah.
organized and set up for that customer and then put on that customer's car.
Yeah.
This is kind of like, if we were trying motion, we use motion control suspension a lot. So we've run motion control suspension on this car. I think he's run KW suspension on this car.
Yeah.
So we know
KW is popular in the UK.
KW is very popular. That's what I have on the 911 outside. And right now we're doing a complete overhaul of this car because we're going to do a full multi-link rear, like the GT4.
Yeah.
We're going to be putting a 4-liter engine in it. We're going to be doing something very special with the front suspension, which I don't want to give away too much information, but basically we're taking the setup from a newer car and going to adapt it so it can work on 981s.
Is that something you want to make as a package to sell out? Nice.
That's kind of our process, our goal right now is the front suspension package for 981s, 718s, and 991s. So that you can basically have
Like a bolt-in.
bolt-in.
upgrade.
Yep.
Perfect.
That would be it.
Bolt-in upgrade for the
So who
truck.
would do the engineering side of that?
Who's
Who would
doing the
do-
engineering?
yeah.
We are.
You're going to do it
Yep.
in-house or?
Mhm.
So-
We're doing a lot of the engineering all in-house. We're working with a couple other companies like Motion Control
Yeah.
on the shocks and the springs to figure out what this proper setup is going to be to get the most out of it.
Awesome.
I'm fascinated by the rotisserie with what.
Why is it?
Oh, and then there's
Then
there's the other
oh
aspect,
yeah,
which
you've noticed
is-
there's a plane in
you
the shop.
couldn't really miss it. So
Yeah, it's not every day where you
Not
walk
all
in
of
and
it.
be like, hey.
Most of it
everyone-
playing.
No, it's an entire plane.
Is it?
Yep, it is an entire
Oh,
plane.
yeah.
That's
Everything.
John's Lance Air, full carbon fiber plane, and there's the engine, twin turbocharged.
On an aircraft?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So that's a long-term project that he has.
That's a long
That's
term
it.
project. That's been here since it started. It'll be here.
It's been here for about a year.
Is it all right?
That's it.
Ah, we've had projects for years.
Much longer than
But
that.
if you
before.
want a project that's been here for years, this is kind of like
That's nice.
a special baby. Good customer of ours. been working on this for 4 or 5 years, I think now. 964, full track build. Everything on this is custom.
Yeah.
From the paint to the setup, to the suspension.
That's a beautiful colour.
Beautiful.
It is.
Really beautiful colour.
All the way down to the engine.
Matches your t-shirt.
Yeah, almost.
Oh, should be mine then. It comes free with every t-shirt.
3.6 twin turbocharged. Custom. It's still in pieces, but you can see the turbos poking out the bottom down there. The wastegate.
How long do you think you've got left on this? Another 2 years?
No, hopefully, actually, we should be done with this year. We just finalized. We just built the wiring harness for it, and we're going through and we're testing that. So
Do you just standalone, like a standalone manager?
standalone management, yeah. I gotta ask George so he'll know what it is exactly.
What sort of management would you normally use?
Use Norton.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Have you used Max ECU yet or not?
No, I haven't heard. I'd have to ask George. He does all the tuning.
They've not long come out, but we've put them on 2 of the turbo bikes. And
Okay.
they were very, they're made for cars really, but
Yeah.
you put them on a bike.
You can put them on the bike.
But they're a lot easier to sort of get your way around. Where some of them seem to be like a long-winded process of doing simple tasks. When you see it into the
Is it
map.
Max ECU?
Yeah,
Okay.
really good.
I'll take a look.
They do. It's 4 different models. So the top model is the race, so it's all 8 exhaust gas temperatures. I think it's all separate lambdas. It's like that's the top ECU one. The very small one is one that I wouldn't use, but it's like they're only about that big. The smallest one, you could probably put them on like it'd probably run a boxer, no problem.
Something small.
Last but not least,
That's gonna. Oh well, that's gonna. This is a customer's car that we've worked on over the years. This one's last year the 944 turbo. It's got 18,000 miles on it.
wow.
Absolutely pristine, perfect. We just have it in for a couple of leaks here and there, fixing it up, and it's happened to be sitting on our Mustang Dyno, where we do a lot of our tuning.
Is it getting on the dyno or is it just sitting there storage?
It's just sitting here for storage. It's kind of a nice place to put things.
Oh, it is?
You can roll them on and off.
Yeah.
And what's nice about our dyno is we have this lift built into the floor,
On the
so
lift.
even if you get your race cars that are slammed to the ground, you just drive up and then put it right on top of the dyno, no problem. And it's a 4-wheel dyno too.
Yeah.
So we've done Audis, we've done Subaru WRX STIs. We got a Challenger on here recently. That was the biggest car that I think we could fit on. The thing was just like sitting on it.
Big.
And we had a pretty sweet customer's M3 that he converted to, it's a complete track build, CSL spec.
Oh, nice. E46.
E46 CSL spec, yeah.
That's the best M3, I think.
Yeah.
E46.
We didn't get the CSL here.
Did you not?
No.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's did you get a CS?
The E46?
Because they did an M3 CS, which they come in
I
like
don't even think we got that.
a bend pack, like the rotary lift. They come in that sort of blue, metallic, and they had CSL options, but you got like the better radio and a couple of other little things, and
I don't even think we got that. We
Yeah.
don't get the good stuff.
No.
You guys get the good stuff. But yeah, apologies for the mess that the shop
Proper
is in,
work,
but-
proper
It's a
work,
workshop.
proper working shop. That's what it should
It's a
be.
working shop, but
Yeah, gotta be.
we're making it more so a working shop. We just moved a bunch of storage lifts out and put 2 new lifts that we're still working on installing.
Yeah.
So instead of just having 1, 2, 3, there's actually a lift under there. We're gonna have 5 operational lifts.
It makes a big difference because we went from our original garage was 1, 2, 3.
Three and a 4-poster.
Was it?
No.
It was 2, what? 1, 2. Aye, so we had 3 lifts in total, and now there's 9, and the difference was unbelievable.
From 3 to 9.
Just the
No, on new premises as well.
I was
so,
went new premises, yeah, so we changed, and then even having like a unit to store things in, that made a huge difference because you were storing cars on a lift, which was a waste of a lift.
Which just
That was
costs
it.
money.
It just costs
you.
money, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how many hundreds a day should that lift generate?
Exactly. And that's what a lot of people don't think about too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, can you just leave it there for the week?
Like that 996 that we are rebuilding the engine on.
See, what we do now is we get the motor out. Even if the subframe's got to go back in, it'll go on the recovery truck. It'll go to the storage.
Yeah.
So then the motor will sit on a pallet. Then it'll go on the engine. Then we'll build the motor, whatever we need to do, and the car will come back and go on the lift. Because as soon as it's on there, it's just like you become lazy. You just leave it.
Yeah.
And then the motor never gets touched.
Then the motor's just sitting there, and you're like, oh no.
And then
When you think of the hourly rate that lift should generate,
yep.
and it's a fucking car park, isn't it?
You could be doing oil changes,
Yeah.
brake fluid flushes. You could be
Or
doing
the stuff that you need to make money with.
in and out.
Yeah.
And it's being taken up.
What is the labour rate here? What's the
Well,
hourly?
not time, you know, in this area,
Our labor rate is $165 an hour.
it's about the same.
Yeah,
Well, a little bit, tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Is that, and there's a tax on that.
Okay.
No, is there a tax on that?
on your labour? Like, is it like 165 plus tax or?
Yeah, 165 plus tax.
What is the tax?
Here it's 6.27.
We're on 20%.
Yeah.
In England, 20% VAT on everything.
We're 115
Yeah, VAT tax is a lot
Pounds
higher.
plus the 20% sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it's. I like this workshop. It's good.
good.
There's lots of cool things in it.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
As soon as I drove past, I thought, this is looks cool here. Definitely. Is there anything else coming around here?
Oh, you need to start it?
Start it.
Go on,
Start it
Come
up.
on, start it.
Let us hear it.
You're pulling it out, right?
What?
You taking it out?
Yeah,
Hold
I
on.
gotta start letting it.
All right. You get a treat.
Ollie, who's the bike? Bosses?
Yeah.
Thought-
We've got two more. One more back there.
That's nice, isn't it? That's just cool, isn't it? A really expensive car, they just tramps on the track. Yeah, I've seen a couple of times. Yeah.
Another shop in TPC, Total Performance Center. They do some track setup and
Yeah.
stuff, and they do a lot of the same stuff. Porsche's the owner there's got an extensive collection of cars. So if you're in the area, go check them out.
Mm-hmm.
See if
TPC.
you TPC,
TPC.
Total Performance Center.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for having us. It's
Of
been
course,
amazing.
my pleasure.
And
Thank you again.
Thank you guys.
never know if we see you again one day.
Yeah, hey, you never know if I'm
We'll
back
send you
in the UK. I'll stop by your shop.
We'll send you the appropriate information.
I'll email you. I'll just get the email online. I'll just email you a copy of the video.
All right.
And I'll tag that video into Facebook and Instagram. Leave you to see anyway. All right.
Perfect.
And it'll be
Perfect.
bits of it on
Yeah,
ours
it'll
as
be-
well, sort of thing. So
It'll be on our so this week's video There's the guy who's at the garage now. He'll do a video
Of the garage.
of the garage, and then this will get chopped into it.
Okay.
So hopefully it'll be a good video.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing it.
Thank you very much, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your
Of course.
time.
Really nice.
Right, so
Hi everybody, we've stopped in Morristown. This is Mesler's towing. This is one of their trucks. This is equivalent of, we've just worked it out, about a 16-ton recovery truck. It's tilt and slide, full alloy body, big winch there down at the front. It's very similar to what you would use, but also very different. I'm assuming they must tie them on, put the hooks into the side here. But the whole body is aluminium, really good looking truck. We've got the second car lift, which is very different to what we would use, but similar in the same way that it obviously drops with a big hydraulic ram that'll push out, but rather than having the hoops on all the time, you can see they just put theirs under the back carriage there. Same J hooks that we would use on certain recoveries. These guys seem to do a lot of so what they would say like the interstate crashed cars. They've got the contract with the local police, so anything happens, you can see most cars around here are all wrecked, and they either go and get them on the interstate, drag them here, and they've got a body shop around the back that they repair at, and they've also got just at the front, they've also got some big wreckers, same as what you would see. Same as what you'd see. Well, I've seen what you see at our place. These are totally different what we would see. But we'll go and have a look at them now. Right, this is the first big truck that we've seen here. This is a Peterbilt. I don't know what the hell this would pull, but I think it would pull your house down. It's unbelievable. It's probably one of the biggest wreckers I've seen, certainly over here. It's totally different to what we would get in the UK. It's strange because most of our big wreckers, you'd have a big high cab, obviously really short front, and the motor would be under the cab where you drive, same as our DAF and our Magnum. But not here, they keep the cab super low, get the motor out the front, and the axles literally at the front bumper as well. Everything on this truck's aluminium, polished, stainless steel, awesome piece of kit. This one's not a rotator, but it's got twin winches on the back. It's got the lovely big beam there with the lights on and everything. And then around the back, there's two big winches there, and the spec there. That spec there would just pick up anything. I think it would pick up 4 knots. We'll have a look around the front of the. He's got 2 more trucks here that are the same as that one there. He says they're slightly heavier. He's got this Freightliner here. This Freightliner is, he said, is similar to that one out the back there. Looks like it's got a slightly wider body on the back there, but it's very similar. It's just a lot newer. And then another Peterbilt. This looks very much similar. I think it's a lot cooler cab, to be honest with you. It looks like old school, but it still looks fairly new. What I have noticed here, everybody seems to use top of the range tyres. You never see ditch finders or Nancat, nothing like that. Everybody seems to run Bridgestone, or all of his trucks here run Alcoa wheels, which we just order for ours. This one's different. I don't know whether this one's used for a lot more things that have got sort of wheels off or whatever, but this one's a steel bed. Exactly the same though, with a tilt and slide, all the hand controls at the back. And he's got this little, well, I'm saying little, it's still huge, but he's got a smaller, this is a Peterbilt with a spec lift on the back as well. Pretty much, I think these are very much similar to what we would see, apart from the sort of the cab. Same sort of underlift with a big winch there to pull it on. He has got some tasty stuff out the back there, but he's asked us to stay at the front of the shop, so we'll go with that. Right, if we're seeing anything else out to water around on the roof, we'll obviously yes. If we see anything else around the roof, we'll obviously try and include you and get the camera out. That's pretty much. Yes. Right, so the owner seen us looking through the little hole in the fence, and he's been kind enough to open the gates. He said this is his newest truck.
2-year-old.
It's what?
2-year-old.
Ah, right. This one's 2-year-old. So it's the newest one of the fleet. That looks, I mean obviously that'll still pick a lot up, but it looks toyish compared to the one outside. But he assures me that's the top of the fleet. He's got this thing here, which I think is almost like a, it looks like a sort of accident support unit. It's got a jet wash, brushes, all that stuff in the back. I'm assuming once your car's just smashed into a million pieces, you'd probably, this would probably turn up. Got a little jump start at the front. That's almost like an old fire. Looks like an old fire truck or something like that.
Mobile tyre fitting and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, got a compressor on, all that sort of stuff. This here, not the scooter by the way, but the recovery scooter. This here is apparently a work in progress. He's going to get it all
Restored.
done up and restored. And he's got a cool spec lift here. So this is good for going to parking garages, things like that. Anywhere where there's limited roof space. He says it'll just go straight in, pick them up anywhere he goes. Obviously we know good for four-wheel drive, but it's perfect for nipping around the streets. This will be very good in the UK, I think. I do like things like this that have just got the spec lift only. It's because they're so easy to drive, you can park them anywhere, and you're not worried about how big it is or if you can get in. You know if your van goes in, then this will go in. I think we're definitely about done here. We'll have a little walk around and see what else we can see, but not be long, we'll be back in the car and we'll see what else we're going to have to. Hi everybody, thanks very much for watching our episode over in the USA. Unfortunately I'm back in the UK now on a bit of a downer. The only thing that's made my day is that got the Panda out of hibernation, ready to give away. We're giving it away because we've reached 10,000 subscribers, but already as I was away we couldn't give it away. Sorry that it landed that sort of time, but as I've been away we're already over 11,000 subscribers. So we're gonna get this car prepped this week. You're gonna have part 2 of the USA video, that'll be next week. And while you're seeing that episode there, we're gonna be prepping this little Panda to give away. So we don't just want to give it away without knowing anything about it. So just to be safe, we're gonna put a new timing belt on this car. The biting point is slightly higher in the clutch. I want to put a brand new clutch in. We've already put disc pads on the rear. It's going to get a full service, MOT, valeted, everything. We're also going to chuck you a little bit of money to pay for your car tax or whatever you want to put it towards. I just want to say thanks very much for all the 11,000 plus subscribers that have already joined us, and hopefully the next 11,000 subscribers with us as well. Obviously to us 10,000 subscribers was a huge milestone, and we thought we might have stumbled around that, but we've literally went straight to 11,000 just like that. And it's all just because of the viewers really. So for everybody here, really just thanks very much. And if you can, you know, like, subscribe, share, comment. We love reading the comments. I know that we don't always get back to those comments straight away, but you know, we've got time with things to do in the garage. Being obviously a different country, dual media's got stuff going on at the minute, but we'll always try and reply to the comments. We've actually received a couple of cards from subscribers just thanking us for the videos, which has totally blown us away. And there's a couple of people that have asked for so hats and things like that. We've sent them out. So anybody wants anything, just give us a shout. If we can help, just email youtube@teamvalleymot.co.uk. If you want a free hat or anything like that, or a cup or a mug or whatever, put it in there, and if we can't help you out, we'll make sure that we try every time. We'll put a couple of pictures up of people who have had those hats on and everything. Thanks very much for sending those in. Makes our day seeing people with our merchandise, if you like, on. The next big giveaway, so the Panda is a tiny giveaway because it's just so small, but this is literally one of my favourite little cars. I really want to do a little review next week before we give this away, because as soon as I got out of storage, I was just back in love. Love this little car. You know, it drives awesome. even though you can drive Range Rovers, and you know, last week in the States we were driving big Escalades and all that sort of stuff. That there, cracking little car. But the next giveaway is over here. So this one here is looking very sorry for itself, but this car here, we've got all the parts in stock now. So we health checked this car, found out what it needed, got every single part. Thanks very much to Britpart UK. They helped us out getting those parts. So everything's all at the workshop now. All we need now is a little bit more time, and then obviously we'll get a little footage of us getting all these parts on the car. Hopefully get a couple of step-by-steps, show you how to do things if you need a hand on your own discovery. So this car here, we've decided that we're going to give this away at 25,000 subscribers. So 10,000 was an amazing milestone for us to hit. We were over the moon. Never thought it was going to be, I'm not going to say as easy as that. Nothing's been easy, to be honest with you. But we didn't think it was going to be as quick as that. But obviously, thanks to the viewers, it has got there very quick. So now we're on 11,000 subscribers. Hopefully, maybe it's 11,500 by the time you see this video, which will be tomorrow. So today is Saturday. Videos always come out on a Sunday. We do try and get them out at the same time, but obviously remember, we are always just pushed for time every week. So this one here, the quicker you can tell your friends, family, anybody who's interested in watching a channel about cars, bikes, or whatever goes on at the garage, or car reviews, get them to like, share, subscribe our channel, and the quicker we get to 25,000 subscribers, the quicker somebody's going to be driving this car. Thanks very much for watching in the USA, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.